Hello there to all the breeders and newcomers out there in the world. I think it's time you and I had a kiki about what the tea is. Oh, I'm sorry, you probably have no idea what a kiki is or what the tea is, let alone a bear or a cub, pitcher or a catcher, or the difference between a fag hag and a fruit fly. No worries, that's where I come in. I'm here to teach you all sorts of gay terminology and any kind of questions you may have about the community. So you're probably wondering, what makes me such an expert? Well, let's just say I've had 13 years of practice in the field if you catch my drift. Now, I'm not claiming that I know everything, but I have lived quite a bit and experienced quite a lot. You know, being gay isn't easy, and I'm sure a lot of you have a ton of questions that you would love to ask the community, but you either don't know a gay person or you're too scared to ask one. Well, no need to fear. The queer is here. Woof. Every Monday, we'll post a brand new video. And then until Friday, we would like you, the audience, to ask us any kind of questions that you want answered. And that following Monday, you'll have a response to your question. It's that simple. So since this is our very first video, I thought I'd kick it off with the question that's usually asked the most. Actually, it's the second most asked question. The first one's usually, how do you guys have sex? And I'm sorry, if you're asking that kind of a question, you obviously have no imagination, and I cannot help you with that. If you're still confused, I know some great websites I can direct you to. Or hell, if you're hot enough, I could stop by for a personal demonstration. No, but seriously though, I can't. No heartbeat. The second most question I've also been asked is, how does it work with two women or two men? On an emotional level, not a physical one. And the best way I've been able to explain it and seen it for myself is, it doesn't matter if it's two men or two women, it still comes down to the basics. One male, one female. In every relationship, there's always someone who's more dominant than the other. With you straighties out there, it's a lot easier to see which one's the male, which one's the female. Sort of. In the gay community, it's not so crystal clear. Sometimes you could be looking at the most gorgeous hunk of man you have ever seen, and the next moment he's got a sequined purse flying out of his mouth at 90 miles an hour. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's not what I'm into, and I'm also just trying to paint you a very clear picture of what I'm talking about here. So, no matter what, even with two guys, there's always someone who has the male role and the female role. And it's not like it's something that's talked about. It's not like we're like, dude, you're hot, let's date. BTW, since I'm the masculine in a relationship, that makes you my woman. It's not like that. It's this non-verbal agreement that's established when you meet someone. Even then, sometimes it's not that clear. You could be dating someone for a couple of days, a few weeks, even a few months before their true colors start to really spout out, and then you realize, that's not what I wanted at all. And now for the curveball. There are some guys out there who like to sit on the fence, meaning they like to try to switch roles, male and female, like me, which has made my dating life really difficult. You know, I want to be the breadwinner of the family. I want to support my family. I want to be the guy that's there for my guy when he needs me. But damn it, if a Walk to Remember is playing and I am sobbing like a 13-year-old girl, you better hold me or we're going to have some issues. So that wraps up that question. To recap on what we've learned is, it doesn't matter if it's two women or two men, it still comes down to the basics. A male role and a female role. I hope that was helpful. And remember, you have until Friday to submit your questions if you want a response by Monday's showing. Until next time, the word of the week. What's the T? The T means truth, meaning what's the truth? Here's an example. Girl, what's the tea about you and Josh last night? Girl, I slept with him and it was bad. And that's the tea.